Right, these are the instructions on how to use the Tri-Mark tool for marking rafters in roof construction. Typically a rafter has two marks. One is a mark at the top which we call a plumb cut, and the one on the bottom is called a seat cut. The plumb cut enables the rafter to be cut into a ridge, and the seat cut allows the rafter to sit down flat on a wall plate, and the two numbers combined should add to 90. These make it very easy to use to find these angles. We've set it up as a right angle, and one arm pivots up and down to various degree scales. So we've got degree scales being etched in on one side of the tool from 20 to 45, and on the opposite side we've got degree scales etched in from 45 to 70. And these marks, these opposite marks, all add to 90. So you've got, for instance, 40 and a 50 is 90, 35, 55 is 90. And what that's doing, it's manipulating this right angle for us to mark the right pitches. So how does it work? Well, it's got two thumb turns. One of the thumb turns sits into a little rebate, which stops this arm on this side moving up and down, but allows the arm to pivot on the other side, like so. So roofs are all cut in degrees and various pitches of degrees, going from 20 up to 70 degrees. Most commons 30 to 45. So if we was going to set up for a 40-degree roof for this square, all we would do is move the top of this arm to the 40-degree mark and just place it on the timber we're going to mark. So not only will it give you your plumb cut, as you slide it down your rafter, you're going to mark it, and also give you your seat cut, because by default these two angles have been paired up, and so it'll always form a right angle, and that's what we're looking for. So we connect the top onto a ridge, we connect the bottom to a wall plate, and we have to cut out a little notch which we call a bird's mouth, and that bird's mouth is a combination of the two angles. So you've got the seat cut and then you've got the plumb cut. Once you mark these two, you cut that out, that gives you your bird's mouth. So I can demonstrate that here. So you would come down to your plumb line, make your mark for the depth of your bird's mouth, slide the tool across and draw your seat cut line, and that combination of lines gives you your bird's mouth. Alternatively, you could turn the tool round and slide the tool backwards and forwards to achieve your bird's mouth. It's also got some hip valley scales. So again, if we were doing a 40-degree roof and we wanted to mark the 40-degree plumb cut for the hip, we would just simply move the tool to the 40-degree on the hip valley scale, and again that would give you your plumb cut, your seat cut. A combination of the two would give you a bird's mouth, or again you could turn it round and mark your bird's mouth that way. If you want to do a square cut, you just have to slide the arm of the tool up to the top, and that'll give you your square cut. You can turn it round the other way, give you a square cut again. The arm is the same width as the two plumb turns. So what that means is if you're doing a pair of rafters, what you can do, you can turn the tool, you can just flip the tool around the other way to do the exact same cuts. So that'd be your plumb cut, then you'd have your C cut, and then again you can form your bird's mouth simply. The other feature this square has got is this little slot, and that's for marking half laps. So if you've got a 45mm wall plate you've got to mark, if you've got to half lap it, all we do, this part of the tool here, slide this arm round, take the bolt out of the little recess and slide it into the slot, which is here. We turn the tool over and we want to get this bar centre of this portion of the tool. Like so. And now we can mark our half laps quite easily, and we can also square those marks, placing the tool and using it as a square. So as many squares out there you can do this job with, but this is our twist on it, and hope you like it. Thanks for watching.